Good evening, I'm Naija. Today I'm going to give a brief summary of today's report, which was published in the Hindu newspaper. 5 children and an RJ bring cheer to this world. 5 children and an RJ are admitted to the COVID-19 ward in Victoria Hospital and are asymptomatic carriers of the virus. With 5 children admitted to the COVID-19 ward in the Emergency and Trauma Care Center. This center is on the Victoria Hospital campus, and it has almost acquired an atmosphere of a play school. An RJ named Jimmy is also trying to keep the mood upbeat. The 5 children include a 6-year-old, a 10-year-old whose mother was discharged from the hospital 2 days ago, 2 13-year-olds with a parent and relative, and 2 others of age 11 and 16 are admitted in this trauma care center ward on the Victoria Hospital campus. All the 5 children and the RJ are asymptomatic carriers of the virus, which means that they do not show any symptoms, but they still are infected with the virus. Doctors have said that it is relatively easy to handle children whose relatives and parents are also admitted in the same hospital, and the doctors are feeling it very difficult to take care of the 6-year-old and the 10-year-old children. So they are being entertained with board games and toys. A radio jockey named Jimmy Xavier, who hosted a show at 95 FM Mirchi, was also admitted to the same ward. And the doctors are keeping the children engaged through him. And because he's an RJ, he knows to entertain the children in a very good manner. While the 10-year-old child is fine with the absence of his mother, the 6-year-old child has kind of been adopted by all the patients. These children are adding color and creating a very lively atmosphere in the ward. And this was said by a very special officer of the center. Some of the children are not used to managing things of their own, so some of them who are not aware of managing things are messing with the place and the toilets. So the D group workers have to be called in every time to clean the toilets. Jimmy has tried to speak with some of the infected patients, and he came to know that some of them feel really low about being away from their family, and they also feel sad that they are infected. But Jimmy has been trying to make them understand that having them admitted is necessary in their own interest and in the interest of the surroundings and the society. RJ Jimmy talks of how he and his mother tested positive, and he says that we'll never know when life throws a googly at us. He says that giving reports on COVID-19, he himself landed in one such case, and he's trying to engage himself in the ward. Apart from the ward patients, Jimmy also speaks to his family members, and he reads and does yoga to keep his lungs happy and drive out the virus. So this is how he engages himself, and he doesn't feel bored a lot of the time in the ward. The doctors have been giving him constant updates about his mother, who is admitted in another hospital. Amidst all this, he has seen how patiently healthcare workers and doctors deal with all of them and handle them with care, and he feels very happy about that. This article totally conveys that RJ Jimmy, who is in the same ward with 5 children, is trying to keep them entertained, and he himself is also engaged in many activities like talking to his family at home, doing yoga and reading. Thank you.